Today we'll be starting by creating a new Angular application. If you don't know what is Angular, it's made by Google. It's a one-page application. It's a component-based framework and it's built in TypeScript. If you don't know what is TypeScript, it's an extension of JavaScript, but so much better. I love TypeScript. And there's a lot of features, libraries, including routing, forms, and client-server communication. So let's get started by creating a small application, Angular application, and every once in a while I'll be uploading a new video on new features on Angular. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put it down below. Before we start creating our new Angular application, I want you to go download Node.js because you will need it. So you go to nodejs.org under downloads, depending on the operation system that you have. You download it and you install it. And to be able to see the Node version that you have, you just type node v or node version, and just gonna check the version of npm. So we have the node version 14 and the npm 6. You might have a newer version. This is what I have actually right now. So let's get started. So npm install g for global at angular CLI. It will install everything that you need to be able to create your Angular application. So I already done this step because I don't want you to wait. So you just do this. It will take a couple of seconds to install. After you have finished the step, you have to do ng new and the name of the folder of your Angular application. So Angular 101. You can call it, I don't know, shopping. You can call it whatever you want. So they're asking you, would you like to add Angular routing? Yes, of course. And what do you want for the component? You want CSS, SCSS, SAS, or less? I'll be choosing SCSS. So now it's creating my new Angular application. Once this step is done, we will be installing Angular material. You can use also Bootstrap, but for this video I'll be installing material and we'll be installing Flexbox. If you don't know what is Flexbox, you can go to CSS Tricks and see the complete guide of Flexbox. I'll show you a small example how to use it. Let's go back. It should be finished soon. Alright, so now you can see that we have a folder called Angular 101. Under Angular 101 we have node modules. Here you have all the libraries of Angular and everything that you're gonna install in the future as libraries that will go here. And we have the SRC, we have the app, assets, environment, and we have a couple of other, but never mind this for now. So now that you have installed the new Angular application, now we will install the material. So I'm just gonna clear here. So ng add at Angular material. That's it. Material. Now Angular 101. Don't forget to go into your directory material. So now I will install material. That will ask you a couple of questions. It will take a couple of seconds also to kick in, to be installed. So never mind this. Yes, yes. Alright, so now that you have installed material, the library, now we need to install Flexbox. So you do npm install, save at Angular flex layout at Angular var cdk, and you hit enter. Alright, we're done. So how to run your Angular application? So to run your Angular application, you need to do ng-serve, or you can do npm start. It's basically the same thing. So now you will have a link. It's a live development server with the port number. They'll give it to us in a couple of seconds. It's generating, so right here, just gonna take this, copy it. So now we have our Angular application. What is good, what is nice with that, for example, I have 3 screens. If I put my browser on one screen and my coding right here, every time I code and I save, the changes, it's gonna compile automatically. I don't need to refresh the page every time. So what we will do, now you go to src under app, and here is your application. Now it's very small, but in the future you might have probably 10 to 20 folders with 5 to 10 components in each folder. But for now, this is the application. Sorry. So if you go to app.component.html, all you see right here in the HTML file, it's this. So I'm just gonna Control A, save. You see, it saved, it compiled automatically, and now we have nothing right here. Even the CSS, there's nothing. So now that you have installed the material library, I'm just gonna show you a quick example. So mat card, what is a mat card? It's a simple card. If you go to material, under components, card, this is a card. Just to show you a quick example for material. So you have many types of cards that you will be using in the future in your projects. So now we have a simple card, and I want to create a div right here just to show you for example purposes, and how to use Flexbox. So fx flex, I need to import it. Don't forget, you need to import every time, and all the import goes under the app module. So now we have, you see, mat card module and the flex module. My IDE will import it automatically, but you might have, if you're using, let's say, VS Code, you might do it by yourself. So you need to go under imports and import right here. So fx flex 50%. If you go back to the UI, now you see my simple card became 50% because I have a div, and inside this div I have the simple card. So I'm saying I want this to be 50%. So now we have 50%. You can also do fx layout. I want to have column in this div, and if I add another mat card, go back, now I have 2 mat card under each other. If I do row, now I have 2 mat card next to each other. So Flexbox, they made it easier. You have also fx layout align. So I want to align, let's say, center. That means the height and the width, it will be centered. You can also use, for example, right here, where is it? The align content, you can use a space between, space around, stretch, center, and they're all, everything that you see is responsive. So this is Flexbox. So now, before I finish this video, I want to show you how to create a simple component with the terminal. So to be able to create a simple component, you don't have to do it manually. So I'm just going to create here a directory called shopping. Okay, just gonna go to Angular 101 slash src slash app slash shopping, and to do this you do ng generate. You can also do ngg c for components. You can also type component, it's a shortcut. So ng generate c and the name of the component, list shopping. You just type enter. What it will do, it will create your component automatically under shopping, and the list shopping, you will have the HTML, you will always have the HTML, this SCSS, the spec for the unit test, you have the SCSS, you have the HTML, and you have the TS file. So for my next video, I'll be showing you how to manipulate the components and use them and making better application and a nice application. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. If you have any comments,